All right, nice evening here in Colorado. It's autumn, just talking to the neighbour there, and the sun has just gone down behind the open space. Anyway, so what we got here is a 1970 Suzuki T350 two-cylinder, two-stroke. So I picked this up off a guy in Windsor. He said he found it in Berthoud. Came with a key and a title, which is always nice, and looks like this is going to make its way out of the country. But anyway, this is a bike I've not seen before, not knowingly seen one. Haven't seen one around recently or for sale, but it's kind of that line of 125 to 500cc Suzuki two-cylinder air cools, which is what they look. It says, oh, that's interesting. It says 315cc on the barrel, so maybe it's not a 350, it's only 315, that's what it says. But anyway, so let's just look at this again. Not particularly common. I do believe it's a bored out T250, and the T250 before the GT250. The T250 might have been also related to the is it the Super 6 or the Hustler or something like that. But anyway, something that's got 6 speed. I've no idea how many speed this has got, because I haven't tried. But it's got a few interesting points, actually. Just, you know, it kicks over makes all the right kind of noises. So hopefully that should fire up easy enough. And I say it came with a key and a title, good title, which is nice. So, you know, nice example, this, unscraped pipes. They've got that whole kind of like one-piece pipe where the downpipe's actually welded or fixed into the silencer, and then they screw into the heads. So that's nice. The front fender's nice, the rear fender's nice, the turn signals are pretty much unmarked. Paint, the patina on the paint is really nice. It's got a few cracks and marks and stuff like that, but inside the tank, you probably can't see this up, but you can't really. If I was really smart, I'd know to turn the light on. But inside the tank, actually, it smells like it's been drained, and it's really nice. You know, 13,509 miles. You got a neutral switch, a high beam, and a turn signal maybe on the rev counter. Red lines at 8,000 RPM. Oh, I've had this terrible cough for a couple of weeks. It's just about gone away. A little bit of rust on the fork tubes there, but not too bad. So what do we got here? Nice twin leading shoe front brake, kind of cafe racer's dream. I did consider parting this one out, but I've sold it whole. So it is going out of the country, but you know, twin leading shoe front brakes are nice for the cafe racer people. It's got nice chrome fork stanchions as well, and the front mud guards in excellent shape. Small headlights, not sure what the deal is there. Looks like it's cracked. Yeah, headlights, the lens is cracked, but I don't know why they had such small headlights. But the most interesting feature, well, I think it's an interesting feature on this, is it's got a left foot kickstart. You know, which means that you kick it on the left instead of most things by this time were right foot kickstart. So I don't know how that translated to the rest of the GT range, because I don't think any of the air-cooled ones had electric start. But anyway, this has a left foot kickstart. Again, nice. It's not that big Suzuki taillight. It's not the big one, it's the little one. Very narrow fender. There is a grab rail missing. There's a chrome thing here, and there's a grab rail missing. Obviously, the seat's seen better days. It's oil injection, so it's got an oil tank here, and then it's got a funny valve. I don't know why you'd have that unless you could drain. I don't know, but anyway, there's the valve. The pipes have come off, but there's the valve to the. There's the valve that goes down to the oil pump, and I think the oil pump lives in there. So it's got a cable operated rear drum as well. So you know, you don't have a rod. It's actually got a cable, and it goes onto the back of the. To the back of the wheel. Big carburetors on this thing. So it's got a little rubber Y manifold here, and then there's looks like to be an airbox there. I'd say these are about like a 36mm carb or something like that. And my experience of Suzuki two-strokes is not huge. I've had a couple of GT250s and a GT185, and a long time ago a friend of mine had a GT125. But I want to say that they were always pretty poor on gas. I'm looking. It looks like somebody's put a pretty new front tyre on this as well. So 18-inch wheels, 18-inch wheels. But I want to say they're pretty poor on gas and spark plugs. That's just my memory of the GT125 and the GT185. I've no reason to think this would be any different. But yeah, overall nice condition. Like I said, this is something that you could probably F around with the carbs and put a battery in it and spark plugs and that, and get the motor running. And then you might, well, you start to be in good shape. You know, but yeah, collectible. I think these are quite collectible in the UK. You know, £4,000, £5,000 for obviously nice ones, like really nice ones. But a nice patinaed example like this that ran, you'd have to think it'd be worth £3,000, probably worth about £2,500, £3,000 over here. You know, so, yeah, sold this pretty easy. Again, nice touches. Still got the original. Still got the original reflectors on there. Those things tend to go walkies. It's got some. These mirrors came with it. I put them on it, but I'm not sure if they were the right mirrors for the time. But there's not really much to say, really. I mean, they're just say, but presumably they've got more go than the 250, a little bit less go than the 500. And I think 1970-71 was probably when they transitioned to the disc brake and the front forks weren't chrome anymore. Or they might have been chrome, I don't know actually, but that transition to the disc brake was made about 71, 72. And actually, if you're lucky enough to ever find a GT 500, and I had one time, I think that had the 4 leading shoe, so it had the twin leading shoe on both sides. So you know, so this side's plain, right? And then you've got it on the other side. You had it on both sides, and I think I had one of those one time because it was like a '69 GT 500. The guy thought it was 750. I went and got it in Boulder. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're probably really disappointed. It's only a 500, not a 750." And then when I lifted up the top, there's that 4 leading shoe, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. It's got that front brake. And I ended up selling that bike whole actually. But a friend of mine, I think I've told this story. One of the guys who buys bikes, takes them out of the country. They bought a wrecker's yard somewhere in Ohio, and he said there was a line of GT 500s, and they got all excited. And then they went and looked at them, and every single one had the front wheel missing for that reason. So anyway, you know, back to this one. Can't say a lot about really. It's a motorcycle. It's you know, there's no gimmicks or gadgets on this. It's just a basic motorcycle, and I'm sure, like I said, one of these will probably do 35 to the gallon and probably just about 100 miles an hour. I'm never going to find out. And I keep being tempted by getting another vintage 2-stroke to tool around on, but I know never come my way. And honestly, you know, COVID hasn't helped with everything else. So prices are just going absolutely through the roof. I believe a friend of mine's just paid £9,000 for a 350 LC in the United Kingdom, I believe. So, you know, and this is, you know, these are starting to get up there as well. But, you know, I say if you look after them, don't smash them up, they're probably always going to be worth what you pay for them. So this is a 1970 Suzuki T350 that I picked up, 13,000 miles barn find, that's going to make its way over to the UK, and then somebody will see this video and think, ooh, that's my bike. You could message me through YouTube, but I don't know too much about it because I basically bought it up from another guy, brought it home, called somebody up, and they're going to come and buy it. Anyway, so have a nice day.